You can see price is capped within a range. Ultimately, the break above that $71,400 would also simultaneously break you above the 4-hour time frame. Crypto regulation is on the rise, and consequently, it's becoming increasingly more difficult for Western countries to participate in the crypto hype cycle, which is where a lot of us make a lot of money. But as it becomes more and more difficult to trade without giving up your personal data, in this video, I thought it would be worthwhile to showcase how you can trade back at home using leverage and spot and even options trading on decentralized exchanges. So in this video, we're going to go over how to use a decentralized exchange, how to move your money across from a MetaMask onto the right chain and execute trades seamlessly without any central authority taking control of your data or stopping you from doing any form of trading. So first things first, use the link in the description below and follow along with me. I'm going to take you through each step of the way, what you need to do, and show you how to take your first trade on a decentralized exchange. We're looking for a long trade on Bitcoin, and I'll also show you the reason why. So you're going to go through to the link below, click on the link. It will bring you through to this page over here, which is Aevo. You're going to have to go through your MetaMask and actually sign a message. So you will need a MetaMask. That's beyond the scope of this video. If you want to find out how to use a MetaMask wallet, well, we'll add a link in the description below to maybe someone else's video showing you how to open up a MetaMask. So click on that link if you haven't already done that part. Why Aevo? Aevo is a decentralized perpetual exchange which seems to offer pretty high volume and liquidity. It's easy to use, and it offers multiple different things like options trading, and it even lists pre-market tokens. What's unique about that is it means that a token that's yet to be launched, it's only coming out in a couple of months' time, can already be speculated on beforehand, giving you an idea of what the potential price may be for that token when it does launch. So if you want a little bit of a sneak peek into what the token's future looks like, come to Aevo. They will provide you with that information. And then of course, all the regular trading is there, perpetuals trading, options trading. Aevo is built on top of the Optimism stack, so it is a layer 2. It offers very, very cheap fees when it comes to trading, and this is what you want if you're using a decentralized exchange. This is one of the biggest barriers to entry, is that oftentimes a decentralized exchange can be very, very expensive, but because this is a layer 2 built on Optimism, and we recently just had the upgrade on ETH, it means that the fees are very, very low. You'll have the ability to trade both perpetuals, which means leverage trading, as well as options trading as well. So let's get straight into the video. You now have your MetaMask wallet, and we are going to sign the message and connect. Okay, there it is. Sign the message. Perfect. We've signed the message. As you can see over here, it says claim a random 2x to 4x farm boost. So it looks like you have to generate a number over here. Generate farm boost. Let's click that. We're generating a random number by just moving your cursor around those numbers. And what did we get? 3.57x boost. So it says, congratulations, as a referee, you earned a 3.57 farm boost on all trades for the next week. Amazing. Wonderful. So by using the link in the description below, you also get the exact same thing. I used my own link. So there we go. Free bonuses. Stay tuned until the end of the video. I'll show you how to take advantage of this boost and how to put it to use. So let's go straight through to trading. On the top left over here, I've clicked trading. This is ultimately the platform where you'll execute all of the different trades. So it says over here on the bottom right, continue onboarding. So we're going to click that button. We're going to need to move capital across so that we can actually take a trade here. We're going to move over to Arbitrum because I believe it's going to be one of the cheapest ways that you can execute these trades. So we'll click there, switch to Arbitrum, and we're moving from Ethereum onto Arbitrum. There it is. And now it says deposit. So we're going to have to actually deposit capital across onto this exchange. We have to bridge across in order to do that. And that's what the next step will be. So if you have a look over here, you'll see it says USDC. Ultimately, that means that you're going to need USDC in order to take the trade. You could also use ETH, but we're going to make sure that we use USDC. So you're going to need to make sure that you have USDC. At the moment, if you look at my wallet is only loaded up right now with USDT, which means that I'm going to have to swap some of the USDT for USDC. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to swap some of this. You can do that literally right here in MetaMask. We'll go swap, we'll go USDT, and we want to move it into USDC. And for the purpose of this, let's go with about $500. There we go. So after the fees, I'm going to end up getting about $496. We're going to go ahead and swap that across. Now we've swapped out. Keep in mind, if you're moving from Ethereum, you can also do exactly the same thing. If you're moving from Ethereum, you're going to click the bridge function over here on your MetaMask wallet, and you'll be able to bridge across from the ETH chain onto the Optimism or Arbitrum chain. In this instance, we are using Arbitrum. So let's go through to here. Let's see, do we have USDC? If you're having an issue, what you want to do is you want to click refresh in the top left-hand side, come back to the area where it says continue onboarding, and then you should have the funds reflected. If you did exactly what I did, which is native USDC, click refresh over there. There we go. Click max on USDC native, and then it should work, right? Approve USDC native. Let's do that. And then we'll have another transaction, which we're going to quickly sign. I select max over here and click next. You can see over there, it's very, very cheap because we're on Arbitrum. It's only 1 cent. So there we go. We've approved it, but now you actually need to deposit it. So you're going to click a second time and click deposit. All right, let's confirm that transaction. That's it. The funds are now there. They are on the exchange, which means that we can trade in a decentralized manner without any central authority controlling our portfolios or what we want to do. Once you've approved the deposit, just give it about a minute or two and then refresh your browser once again, like that. Then what I want you to do is just double check that it all came across. Go through into the top right hand side. There you go, $495.58. It is there. It means we can now get to trading anonymously. No KYC needed, absolutely no influence by centralized authorities. We can now start to trade. Now, this is a pre-recorded video, so price action might be trading a little bit differently, but you get the gist of it. You'll understand for next time if you want to play around with this. This is the opportune way to do so. So I am looking at a high time frame trade, which should be relevant for you, even though you're seeing this 1 or 2 days later. We're looking at Bitcoin price over here, which is caught at the moment in a massive bull pennant. So you have the pole, which is moving towards the upside. Price is oscillating with lower highs but higher lows. Thus, it's creating a pennant over here. And really, we want to see the confirmation of the breakout of this once Bitcoin is able to reclaim back above $71,400. A break above that level will show that we're starting to break out of that pennant. And for those of you maybe watching this a little bit later, review the price action chart and see if this is a trade that you'd like to take with me, and price action does actually move up here. This would be the expectation, right? You're looking for something like this. Price breaks up over here. That means you can enter long. I'm going to enter now, but you can theoretically enter long if it does break above 71,400, and then your stop loss is going to go below these candles over here, thus signifying that that is the next higher low, and that would be in your invalidation on a long trade. So we'll create the risk to reward tool setup, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. So let's pull that out. We're going to go over here. We're looking to enter around here. Stop loss would be at the bottom, because most of you are going to be late to this trade since the chart is only, since the video is only coming out later. This is your trade, right? The measured move of the pole and the breakout. This is the conservative target, would be $94,700. Therefore, you still have a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio trade. So that's for those of you who might be watching this later and getting into the trade later. For the rest of us, we want to try and take the trade now beforehand on a low time frame, and it would look like this. You can see price is capped within a range. This is the tight range. Ultimately, the break above that $71,400 would also simultaneously break you above the 4-hour time frame, at which point we'll see, is price gaining acceptance and holding above that clear level of prior resistance, now hopefully flipped support. If it is, then we can expect a move towards the top side like that, and therefore the long trade is valid. If not, and it comes back underneath, well, then we'll be looking for a new short trade back to the bottom. But the live trade right now that is on the table for us as we sit here making this video is this. Bitcoin has filled the CME gap. So there we go. We're going to look to place our stop loss just below, and we're going to trade this to the top side looking for that breakout. Okay, so our upside target is going to be $94,700, which, yes, I know it's significant, but this is Bitcoin and Bitcoin is moving. So let's target up to $94,000. We can adjust this trade as price action unfolds. So again, lining this up, what do we have here identified? We have price in a major bull pennant, and we're looking for a big breakout of that level. We said if we reclaim above 71,400, that fully confirms the trade. On our 4-hour time frame, what's going on over here? Bitcoin price has held the 4-hour 200 exponential moving average, which is a level that ultimately governs price action towards the upside in these bullish trends. You've also hit the CME gap that's coming off the futures chart, and therefore we're looking to enter the long trade. Now, for those of you out there who are like, whoa, please stop, slow down, I'm super confused, I would encourage you to join Whale School. Whale School is my 100% entirely free trading course. You can sign up using the link in the description below. You'd be one of the first signing up, right? This is usually capped and limited to only a select few people. The sooner you join, the better. We're going to be doing the next live cohort sessions or workshops in only a couple of weeks' time. So take advantage. This is the first enrollment for the new series. You can use the link in the description below. Bear in mind, this course is valued at $3,000, but by using our exchange partners, you can join for free. Let's continue on with the long trade and let's enter this trade right now. So let's go through to Aevo over here as we were. Let's get all of our different parameters. Currently, this is on cross margin. You can see it's set right now to 20x leverage. Ultimately, you can control how much you want in this position, right? So we're changing that to USDC, and you can control how much you want in the position. Bear in mind, I put in $500. So the way leverage works is you're essentially borrowing money from the bank or the exchange, but they are using your initial capital as collateral. So although it works wonderfully on the way up, it also works very badly against you on the way down, which is why you have to control your risk. So to give an easy example, if I have $500 right now and I wanted to trade with $5,000, that would be the same thing as trading on 10x leverage. So that means that if Bitcoin price moves up even just $1, then I'll be trading as if it moved up $10. So it's 10 times the leverage. The same is true on the way down. I'm gonna trade this with less than this. I'm gonna keep my risk relatively low. I'll put in $500. I'm gonna put in $1,500, which means it's the same thing as me trading on 3x leverage because I'm going for a longer term swing trade, right? Does that make sense? Very, very simple. So let's say place that buy order. All right, there's the perpetual contract. It should be going through. All right, there we go. The trade is in. We are officially long on $1,500 worth of Bitcoin, and we're now going to enter in the take profit and the stop loss. So let's quickly get our levels. Here's the stop loss, 63,697. Let's put that in. All right, and our take profit is going to be at $94,000. $94,000. All right, that's it. We can confirm the trade. What does this tell you right now? I'm in line with the risk to reward ratio, which I've set out, which is a positive risk to reward ratio. Again, much more of this is covered in Whale School. Please make sure that you join. It suggests over here that if I get stopped out, I'm going to lose $80 of the $500. And if my trade plays out, I'm going to make $586 profit on top of the original 500, meaning that I'm going to be sitting with about $1,086. So let's accept or confirm that, and that's it. The trade is officially in. We'll continue to hold that position and maps it out for you as well. Over here you can see there's my stop loss, there's my entry, and there is the take profit. If you want to adjust these parameters as price action moves up and we want to eliminate the risk, we can simply just click on this bottom stop loss and move this up, click and drag it towards the top side into the safe zone so that you lock in those profits. Next up, I promised you that I would show you how to claim your farming boost. So in order to do that, just go through into the top over here where it says claim your airdrop now, click on that. So what you need to do is you need to go through to staking. You'd need to get yourself Aevo or Ribbon. If you have one of those two tokens, you'll be able to stake them. In return for staking them, you'll get 𝗬𝗏, which is staked Aevo in return. So you stake that, then you come through to the farming side over here and you'll be able to farm the staked Aevo at a 3.57x multiple, which is the bonus that you received for using the link that's in the description below. Many people have opted for this strategy, and the reason why is if you look on the bottom left hand side of your screen, this will vary depending on how many newcomers come into the pool, but currently as it stands in the making of this video, there is 97.2 million worth of this staked Evo token, which is staked right now, and you're getting an APR of 10.7%, which is very, very decent. It's a fair amount, and at the same time you have the opportunity to trade perpetuals anonymously, which is probably the biggest unique selling point for this platform. Finally, before we close off, I did also mention to you that I'd show you where to find the pre-market tokens. Now again, these are tokens that are only going to be launching in the future, and speculators are already speculating on what the price of that token could be now, which gives you a little bit of a forward insight into what may be coming for the market. You'll just go through to the top left where the pairs are. You'll click on that and I'll show you. Here's the pre-launch tokens. Currently we have Blast and Parcel. So that's it. If you want to speculate on future launch tokens, go through, click on that, and you can do so over there under the pre-launch token sector. So as you can see, guys, trading on a decentralized exchange is just as easy as it is on a centralized exchange. You have the exact same user interface, the same look and feel, very, very cheap. I'd actually almost argue that this is even less on fees than what some of the centralized exchanges are charging you. Those are hidden fees, which here it's completely transparent. If you want to take full control of your crypto journey and add this as a new tool in your toolbox, then use the link in the description below. Even if that's all that it is, right? It's just familiarity and it's not going to be your predominant trading exchange. I still think as early adopters on this crypto movement, this is something that you should become familiar with. Play around with it, have fun, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.